Hey y'all, what's going on? It has been so long. I missed you guys. Make sure when you get in here, you give me a heart and a thumbs up and say hello. How y'all been? It's February, okay? February is literally over in a couple days. Literally Saturday, we will be moving right on into March on Sunday. Can y'all believe that? Make sure you say hello to me when you get in here. Don't be shy. Just multiply. I'm trying to do my little Sherry thing. I have been gone. I've been on vacation. Hey, Sanera girl, how you doing? How you? How you feeling? What's going on with you, girl? How you feeling on this good Wednesday? Oh my gosh, how was this Black History Month to you? I'm trying to do my little TikToky thing. Hey, CJ, we missed you too. Oh, it feels good to be missed. That's what they say anyway. Why my TikTok thing looks so low? Hold on. Okay, turn up the lights, light a candle. Okay, hey TikTok, I don't know what's going on, but it's a little dark. It's a little spooky, ooky. What's new, y'all? Oh my God, there's so many things to get into. I have so many more things to show you guys. Thank y'all for everybody who has been sharing the content, engaging in the content. Truly appreciate it. Sanera, you know, it's like a family reunion up in here. This is what I'm saying. I love y'all. Ain't no party like a candy coated party, and a candy coated party don't stop. And then I tried. So let me tell y'all something. So usually on my birthday, I usually get some long nails. And when I tell you, I am over it. Okay? I'm over it. Super duper over it. Um, But oh yeah, y'all are in here tonight. Y'all are in the building. Shout outs to YouTube. If you on Facebook, say hello to me. Y'all, I got a surprise. I want to show y'all my surprise that I received. Truly grateful and appreciative. God is so good. Um, it's definitely been a day, girl. I had a day. Yes, yesterday was my day, but I definitely feel it. It's almost over. Okay. What they say? It's already getting better. Okay, got to keep singing that when in doubt. Um, and I was like, oh my goodness. February, it always seems, is it just me or you guys tell me? Doesn't it always seem like when the new year comes, right? And it starts, doesn't it just seem like it start off a little shaky? Don't it seem like it just starts off a little shaky? Like, hold on. Had me over here feeling like the little engine that could, okay? I don't know about nobody else, but I know for me, it'd be like, come on. I mean, January, February seemed like it was taking forever, but we are about to be officially back in the spring and summertime, and I so can't wait. So can't wait for that. But I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen you guys. You guys haven't seen me. Look, and I'm shocked because usually, like, I know who shows up. Of course, we know who shows up late to the party and things like that. Even I do that sometimes too. Okay. However, I am so shocked that somebody is watching the show tonight. I ain't gonna call out no names because you know what I'm saying. I don't like to put CJ and them on the spot. But however, you know, when I go missing for a little bit, it's almost like some of y'all be forgetting, like, oh, today is Wednesday, you know. So it's so funny. So I appreciate you guys for showing up here today. And yes, I just threw you under the bus. Whoop de doo. Hey, TikTok. Thank you guys. He said, I don't know about shaky, but it's definitely flying for sure. Listen, I feel like the snow is over. I would be extremely shocked if we get more snow. However, it's supposed to be like 50 some odd degrees all weekend or something like that. I'm not really sure. Don't listen to me. Okay. Um, but yeah, I appreciate the good weather and things like that. So it's good. My friend lives in New Jersey and she just got hit. They just got hit with like a whole storm. You know, it was hilarious because she called me and was like, let me see how much snow y'all got. And that's when I turned the camera and she was like disgusted. Okay. And then I want to say by like 1 o'clock when I left out of the house, I was sending her a video showing her that it was absolutely nothing on the street. It looked like it just rained. Oh no, see, Sanera said it's supposed to be more snow on Monday. Well, let me tell you why I don't believe y'all, some of y'all with this snow police. Because the way some of y'all was acting recently that kept saying, oh, we were going to get 20 inches of snow the last time. Y'all are not credible. You are not a credible source. Y'all, I keep listening to y'all because y'all know I don't like to watch the news. It's negative. I got enough people around me that watch it. I don't gotta watch it. It is so negative. She said we did. Listen, okay. But hopefully it doesn't stick again. Don't nobody got time for that. Okay, ain't nobody got time for that. I don't have time for the snow. Don't say that, Sonera, because you can keep all that snow over there. That's what I'm saying. That the snow need to stay up there, up Laurel and Silver Spring. Don't bring that down here. Sonera trying to bring bad vibes. What they say? She trying to bring a bad frequency around here. All right. But I wanted to come and tell you guys, thank you for all the birthday love, you guys. Thank you for all the birthday love, all the birthday wishes, the birthday gifts. And for those who thought about giving and couldn't, I appreciate it. It's the thought that counts. For those who did give, I receive it. Thank you. Just for even being, thought about. Although I think Facebook is telling y'all my birthday. Facebook is cheating, but for those who know me and I know you guys and y'all who reached out, thank you for happy birthday. Thank you for that. This birthday was truly a good birthday. It's had its ups and downs, but it was definitely a good birthday. Just going around and doing the different things that I wanted to do. And I want to show you guys. So stay tuned. I still have more footage to come. So make sure you're turning your notifications on all the social media platforms so you can stay up to date to what went on and how my birthday went. Okay. Some of the places I got introduced to that I didn't even know anything about, but that'll be at a later date that you guys will see that. Oh my gosh. I might share some of the bloopers. I'm not sure, but this was truly good. If you are on Instagram, be so kind and join the channel. Join the channel. I'll be dropping some things over there in the channel as well. But I'm just glad to be here. February is almost over. And I just want everybody not to give up with how it's been looking the first 60 days of the new year, okay? But don't give up. Okay, keep hope alive. What he say, scenario? Well, I can't be mad at that. What she say? She said, I just need enough to keep me at home on Monday. So you need enough snow to keep you home at Monday. So you want to mess up everybody else's day. It sounded a little selfish to me. But you know what, girl? Guess what? This may be your selfish season to just put you first. So I ain't even mad at you for that. I ain't even mad at you for that. So, girl, keep hope alive, y'all. Scenario wants a little snow, a little sprinkle, linkle, so that she could, you know, not go to work. So hopefully that works out in your favor, not mine, but in your favor. Because nobody got time for the snow. Frosty the Snowman does not live here anymore. Okay. His season is over. However, is it? Winter's over on the 21st. So if anything, you might want to be hoping for the 21st to get here fast. That's the last day of winter. Do you guys have any plans this summer? I have so many plans. What they say, you got more plans than money. You know what I'm saying? But I got plans. Prayfully. What y'all got planned this summer? I don't know. I've just been in this mode of just sightseeing, making things, putting things on your list, and being intentional. This is what I'm gonna keep talking about all the time. Just being intentional with everything that you do so that you can make sure that you do it. And you may not know how it's going to look or how it's going to get done, but it's going to get done. Just keep on moving forward. Okay, because that's all we can do. Who wants to lay up and dry rot? Okay, although it will be nice to not have to do anything. But give me 100 thumbs up. You guys share the show. She said, now let school be, oh no, let school be virtual. Okay. Although that virtual school is like a little draining because I don't know about y'all, but I mean, there's no way I can't even pay attention and watch these kids on the screen. So I know they're going well being on there for 8 hours and sitting there. It's already a lot. Although I have sat at my computer longer than that, but it was me working on things for myself. So and even that's a doozy. But thank you guys who's been following and engaging in the content and things like that. It's really been fun. Been meeting some wonderful people along the way of this journey. But let's get into some things. Briefly. Okay. And I have just been in this mood too. Okay. As y'all can tell, I've been in a lot of moods. Okay. Y'all like, girl, in one more mode. Okay. I've been watching What's Love Got to Do with It. And random as hell, but you know how when you watch a movie, I've watched a movie, I've watched that one specifically at least a million times over my entire life. Okay. And some movies I can just watch back to back, back to back, back to back. And you always find something that you didn't see before. But my God, I saw something that I had don't even know how I missed it. And what's love got to do with it? Clear as day, white as rain. However, it could be because I am too that person. Okay. Let me know if you're that person or maybe by myself, where I recite the movie as the movie is on. Some people don't like watching the movie with me. I also ask questions. And here it is. If it's a movie that I may not be interested in or I don't know anything about it, I'm not that person where it's like, oh, don't tell me the movie, you're going to spoil it. You have to tell me about it in order for me to want to keep watching it if I know nothing about it. So I'm a little opposite in that direction. But I've been watching What's Love Got to Do with It. And do you not know that I did not know that? Well, wait a minute. I want to see if I'm the only one who did not know. So I'm gonna ask y'all a question because I'm learning here too that some people didn't and haven't even seen What's Love Got to Do with It. And I feel like your black card need to be revoked if you ain't never seen What's Love Got to Do with It. Okay. So tell me, do you guys, I'm gonna give you a clue. Do you guys remember, okay, the scene in the studio in the house in LA when she was saying, schoolhouse, house, the highway, no night train, but people keep the city clean. They call it Nut Bush. Y'all remember that part? Oh, Nut Bush. Hey. They call it Nut Bush City Light. Remember? I cut the mic right there. Boom. Goddamn, man. Do y'all remember that part? Sorry, I couldn't help it. I had to sing it because that's my movie. I even know all the dance moves. Don't judge me, judge your mother. Haven't thought about anything for the summer. Probably will just be working, really. Okay, cool. Make sure you take some time for you. But do you guys remember that part of the movie? Do you guys remember that scene? Okay, thank you, Sanera. Sanera said, I remember it. Okay. So when she said to Spider, all right, watch out now, be careful. Don't hurt nothing. What do you think she was talking about? Come on now. I need to see because there is no way I have watched this movie a million quadrillion times and I didn't catch it. And I didn't catch it. Sanera, what was she talking about? I need you to tell the people. CJ, have you seen it? He said, I haven't seen that movie in so long. I barely remember it. Oh my God, you're definitely not black. Revoke your card. I don't care if you've seen it. The fact that, that movie, that scene didn't have an impact on you. But the other thing is too, as we get into this, but I want to see if Sanera remember. Because look, I think a lot, well, I know a lot, but a lot of what's going on with us today, y'all, we had no business watching some of the movies that we were watching. Let's just keep it a bean. I'm about to tell you right now. I don't know about y'all. When did this movie come out? Because I'm telling you right now, I did not have no business being in elementary school in 1993. I didn't even tell you how old I was because it ain't none of your business. But I had no business watching What's Love Got to Do with It. Now, but however, it did have a great impact on thou, great movie. Great movie. Sanera, because you seem to be the only one who remembers, I need you to tell me, what did you think she was talking about? in that scene. When be right is the scene, and let me help you for those who may not remember. It was the scene when he slapped her. Okay, okay, thank you, girl. See, girl, because I'm like, okay, well, let me finish telling you because you answering. All right. It was a scene where he slapped her, and actually like sexually assaulted her. Um, at the same time, all of that, right? She said, I think she meant not to hurt a female. Okay, so this is where we both are wrong. Okay. uh Physically, that's it. No, girl. So I didn't know that after I watched this movie 1,000 times. Let me get something. Uh, Yo, I was giving Draco his water earlier, bent down, gave him the water, instantly hurt my back. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting a little up there. Don't ask me. I don't want to talk about it. Now my body hurt. I was going to the gym tonight. Body said not today. I don't want to talk about it. But anyway, hey, Benita girl. So it was something about like this big, right? So it was the little circle. So girl, Spider had the circle, and on this circle, girl Sanara, she was not talking about telling him not to hurt no female girl. She was not talking about what I thought she was talking about when she said don't hurt nothing. I thought she was saying like don't go like you said, maybe not hurt a female, but be careful getting home, and maybe don't go get a little frisky. Yo, the reason why she said that is be not because of what I thought or you thought, Sonera. She said it because yo had a whole tray a little bigger than this with nothing but cocaine on it. Let me see if I can pull that scene up. And this is why it tickled me pink. I have watched this. Oh, let me ignore that. I have watched this. This is why I can't have all my notifications going. I have watched this movie 100 times. You hear me, Sanera? Sanera, you didn't see that. I'm gonna try to see if I can pull it up, y'all. Yes. Okay. I'm about to show y'all. I did not know. She said, "Oh wow, girl." But when I saw it, right? It made sense. And make sure you guys share the show and double tap because we're gonna get into a little bit of things. Because I'm trying to find an image, y'all. Because listen, now it makes sense. Because I didn't even know Ari Sanara. Remember when Spider was like, "Where the hell you think you're going? Where you think you're going with that? Get this here. This ain't no free for all or whatever he says, right?" Spider was saying that to the white boy that was in the house. And he said that because I never knew why he said that and what he took from him. Like, as many times as I saw this movie, I knew he took something from him, but I never paid any attention of what he took from him. So I watch a movie and I like to pay attention to it. Girl, but Spider was the one. Spider had took the tray from the white boy because he was trying to leave out the house with the whole tray of cocaine. And he was like, "All right, see you, and you good?" She was like, "Yeah." She was like, "All right." She was like, "Don't hurt nothing now." He was like, "Oh, whatever he said." She was like, "All right now." I say, yo, I cannot believe that I saw this movie and did not know that he had a whole tray of cocaine visible in his hand. And we did. She said, "Now I'm going to have to watch it." Girl, watch it. I watched it. I've been watching it like it just came out yesterday. I'm trying to find the scene. I'm about to show you. What's love got to do with it? What would they consider that? Like the house scene? Listen, I say, yo, I did not know that. Child, this is what I'm saying. They look at me. It's Black History Month, and I'm about to get like the people. Now they trying to wipe away history. I'm typing in what's love got to do with it on Google, and they gonna show me something from somebody called something about starring Lily James and Shazaz Latif and Emma Thompson. See how they do? I ain't never even seen this white version of what's love got to do with it. Uh, the internet. Let me just go this way. Um, but listen, I did not know that. And it's like the stuff, okay, I'm trying to type that in. Listen, the stuff you catch in these movies. Let me see. Um this entire time I thought she was like what you said, Sanera. I thought she was talking about that, like telling him about a girl. No, girl, he had a whole. Oh, look. Hopefully, he don't get struck. I'm gonna show you right now, Sanera. Girl, listen, this Negro had an entire tray of cocaine in his hand. I said, ain't no way I've been watching this movie since I was damn near in elementary school and never caught it. So, oh, wait. And then I'm watching it. I'm like, is Ike walking around just sniffing cocaine? Right? But my point in this, right? It's I always, there's always a message. You know, when you think about it, hey LeBrant, yes, you gotta go watch it. When you think about it, hey TikTok, I just have to get one rose. If you guys don't mind sending me one rose and helping me light up my gallery, I would truly appreciate it. Listen, because Ike, right? He wanted her to help him. Thank you. I appreciate the rose, Glamalicious Closet. Thank you. I don't know where my sound effects are because I'm using something different tonight. But thank you. I got to be my own sound effects today. So I'm trying to find a file so I can share it with y'all, right? So it's crazy. Have you guys ever been in a relationship where your partner or your significant other is jealous of you or became jealous of you? Like, I don't know what that's like. So I'm always curious to know, um, you know, but he kept saying he wanted to make her famous, right? Y'all remember? He was like, he wanted to make her famous. He wanted all of these things. And next thing you know, he started getting jealous. I like watching movies like this because quiet as it's kept, y'all. They put it's so many messages in movies that we don't even know. But I was like, how is it that he's upset? He blew her up. He wasn't the singer. He wanted somebody to sing his songs so he could become famous. Got somebody to sing his records, as he called them. She did that. She never put him on the back burner. He got all the money. Do y'all see? This is what was going on in the movie. You understand? And don't even get me started on that trifling mother of hers, okay? But all of that stuff goes into what's going on today in culture and society. How her mother was like telling her to stay with him and don't worry about him flirting and being with other women. Oh my God! I don't even get me started on her. But right here is what I'm talking about. CJ said, I never experienced it, but I know a few women that had jealous men. Really? And you know what? Maybe I should make this is a topic tonight, but maybe I should have some people on as guests because I'm always curious to know, life is about learning. So I'm always curious to know, how do you become jealous? And Jesus and in the world, because you got to be careful with what you speak. I do not want to experience that. This is not something that I want to ever know what it's like. This is simply a conversation for open discussion, universe. Because listen, when you say things, it'll come back to you. But I didn't understand, like, I don't even understand how, that some people are jealous of their children. They say that that's a big thing. I don't know what that's about, but um, yes, share the show, you guys. I'm always curious to know, like, how do you become jealous of the person that you love and that you're in a relationship with? If anything, wouldn't you be their motivator, their cheerleader, right? That's what I think. She said Ike was terrible. Listen, now hopefully I don't get struck for this. Because look, I want y'all to see. And I was looking at this thing. Look at Spider. So here's Spider, right? No good thing is there ain't no sound. Cherry House, Kid House. But I want to fast forward a little bit. Of course, I know the song. I wrote it. Let me see. This Ike and Tina. All right, y'all. All right, so this is this part I'm talking about. Because I did not catch this. Wait a minute, wait a minute. He took it from him already. Hold on. We gotta rewind it. See, I missed it. He took it from him already. Hold on. Spider, this is Spider telling everybody, get out, get out, get out, get out. All right, you see, he just took it. I did not know this. Thank you, Sonera, for not letting me be the only one who did not know this. You see it? You would have. That's the white man. He said he talking to him about his hat. Wait a minute, look at that. The whole tray. Y'all, how did we miss that? Sonera, how did we miss that? How did we miss that? That is what she was saying something to him about. And he even responded in the way of like, girl, I'm about to go this. I said, oh my goodness. 40 million years seen this movie and did not know that in this moment, he had a whole little tray of cocaine. Look at it in his hand. In his hand. I said, how I just catch this the other day? So look, right? He said, all right, girl, see you tomorrow. Okay. So I was like, oh my goodness. When I saw that part in the movie, it was just crazy. I said, dang. So I was just taken away, by that part. Because I was like, dang, like he just had this whole thing of cocaine. I didn't know he had this whole thing of cocaine and they were just doing it. And don't even get me started on when she came home from the hospital and he had all them people in the house. And then I ain't gonna lie to you though. Let me tell you something. That cold, that Ike was cold. Let me tell you, they don't make him like this no more. And when I stated they don't make him like this no more, right? Because we are in 2026, soon to be 2027. I don't understand the purpose and the reason that people still lie. Because he was able to walk in the house. I'm not sorry, her. Ike, Tina was able to walk in the house. Okay. All right. Walk in the house after coming from the hospital when he got chicks all laid up in there. Thank you for helping me reach my goal, Black Russian. I appreciate it. Tina came in the house while Ike was in there with other women, had the son, had Ike Jr., had to tell, remember, he had to tell Ike Jr. to speak to his mother, right? On the couch. He came over, spoke to her, instead didn't ask her how she was doing, how she was feeling, or anything like that. And freaking, yes, y'all. Oh, see, now you remember. Yeah, tell your mama, hey. He said, hey, mom. And then he said what he had to say to her. Then he went right back over there in the lady's face, talking to the lady. And she ain't do nothing but go in the house or whatever, go in her room. I don't even know. I think she might have left out, and that's when she went to the homegirl house. But the point of this is that these movies, although y'all don't really care for Tyler Perry, but although these movies, y'all, I believe that these movies and stuff shape society and culture today. Hear me out. Baby Boy is another movie that was detrimental to the community, but it was a great movie. If you think about it, everybody knows a Jody. And I'm not even just talking about the creeping and cheating on the baby mothers. I'm talking about everybody knows a Jody, somebody who popped more smack than a little bit, but lived with his mama. Okay? Ain't leaving his mother house the first. Okay? And I am just like, oh my goodness, this really is how it looks. And I had no business in watching Baby Boy when Baby Boy came out, and I was grown. But I said all that to say that when we watch movies, we connect to television, some of us. And it's not even that you purposely do it, but your brain takes a snapshot of everything you watch. Your subconscious mind takes a snapshot of everything you watch every 10 seconds, right? So you're seeing it. It's remembering anytime there's an emotional feeling behind something, it's remembering it. It's remembering it. Why do you think you get sad when you cry when you see sad movies and all that other stuff? But that's all a different conversation. However, right? Um, Baby Boy paints the picture that you have to go through hell and high water to get a ring on your finger and to overall win your baby daddy. Or as Yvette said, oh, I already know you sleeping with Peanut. I know that much. But did you sleep with her in my car? Y'all remember that? And then Jody was the typical dude, right? What did he do? He thought that, and y'all fellas watching this, CJ, you seem to be very honest. Why do men think sex is the cure to the solution to the problem that you got with their asses? You understand? What, like, that's another conversation. You know what? But you know what? It's the difficult part with finding people who to have these conversations with, publicly, you know. I got my discernment got to lead me on who be lying and who be flying. You understand? Because answer this, CJ. What is it that signals to you guys that, hey, I did this to upset her, or the relationship isn't going this way, or there may be issues? Let me give her some alligator tail. Jody needed his behind whipped. Why you think Jody needed his behind whipped? I want to know. You definitely are the brand. You are what you eat. You're definitely what you eat. Um, and that's important. You definitely are what you eat. Let me get over this thing. But I want to know that. Oh, okay. Y'all, let's hear these explanations. Okay, let's see. Listen up, y'all. We about to get some one-on-one from a gentleman. And and if it's other fellas too, let us know. I need to know. I got to know. Cause we be taught way. Um, and even worse, most women been taught that just the way it is at the same time, and they tolerate it. It's all some BS for real. Okay, so you're speaking about Yvette dealing with foolishness from Jody, in the point of what I was saying, where it's like, oh, it makes it seem like you have to go through everything in order to get a man. You get to stay and get dragged for filth. I want to speak directly to the man in you. What is it that, why do men think that sex is the cure and the solution to the problem that you have with them? Case in point. He accidentally slapped her. I still feel like Jody accidentally popped her. I don't feel like Jody purposely hit her. She was hitting him. I'm a firm believer of keep your hands to yourself. Okay. When in doubt, act like you on an amusement park ride. What do they tell you? Seatbelts in, keep your hands and feet in the cart. We are too old to be at a position and in a situation where when we get upset, the first thing we want to do is knock somebody upside their head like they are a child. But I want to know that. So even in that instance, when he did that, what he do? He went down on. I gave her a little surf and turf. um, Outside of that, uh, well, Ike would beat her and give her a gift. You hardly ever seen him lay pipe after he beat her up, but I'm pretty sure he did. But I want to know, like, what is it? What's the cause and effect of it all? Um, because it just was ridiculous. I'm a man and I don't believe that. You don't believe what? You got to tell me what you don't believe, because I'm saying so much. Saying so much and we're reading the comments. Hey, Monty girl. Look at your picture. I love that picture. How are you feeling today? Oh, that's what I'm saying. We be taught, shown that that's what we're supposed to do to get dominance. And at the same time, many women learn from their mothers, grandmothers. That's how it goes. What are you talking about? Okay. I don't know what happened. My TikTok got cut short. Let me try to go live again over there. Oh, I don't know what's going on. That's how it goes, grandmother. Yeah, so you know what? But that's what I'm saying too. Because even it was love got to do with it. Her mother was telling her, "Don't worry about it." And then I didn't like the fact that her mother even freaking um told Ike where she was at and where she was coming when she called and said, "Mama, don't tell him where I'm at." So I want to know that while we wait for LeBrant to tell us. Oh, that if things are bad on the rock, sex fixes it. Yeah, I don't really think that is necessarily belief, but you've never had a disagreement with any woman and then you have sex after. You know what they say, break up to make up, that's all we do. I know that that is always a thing. Like, okay, now we getting it in after we just got it in literally. Um but that brings me to Tyra Banks. Did you guys see Tyra Banks' show um, about America's Next Top Model? Next Top Model was a hilarious show. But watching it now, I definitely didn't look at it so deeply how people are making it appear to be. But I definitely see different things in the show because it did make good TV, but it was so terrible that it was at the expense of other people. Men are such physical beings, rarely thinking of the emotional side unless it applies to them. Girl, what they say, I can't stand a one-sided thinking man. Okay. How about that? Let that comment simmer for a little bit. What's up with that? Um, you know, we definitely do think differently, but I really don't think we think all that much differently. I think that that is also an excuse that we give because common sense, but everybody don't have common sense. I just feel like you know better than what to do to somebody that you don't want done to you, but tomato tomato. Or what y'all say a couple weeks ago, them lead babies, no offense, but golly. Um what they say, men think the only thing that matters is slinging good wood and women just accept it. That's what I'm saying. That goes to show how much neither one loves themselves or know their own worth because using sex as control is BS. Listen, and then let's not get into using it as control is BS because listen, you also got some men out here that's out here slinging some good pipe and a girl don't require you to do nothing but sling that good pipe. That alligator tail, quack, quack. You know what I mean? Um, if things are good, then we went, ooh, okay. If things aren't good, I'm not till we back right. So that's like a form of punishment. Hmm. So then men do use their alligator tail as a weapon too. That's a new one. Learn something new every day because they always say the women's be locking down the poon poon and don't be wanting to give it up during the argument. But now I learned tonight, ladies and gentlemen, that men do the same thing. Hmm. But wouldn't it suck if it wasn't good and she ain't want it anyway? like, like it's always a flip side to everything. What they say, I believe they call it two sides to the coin. The way Tyra played everyone's face on that documentary. Listen, I don't know. You're so tough. What you think? Why do you think she played in people's face on this documentary? Because let me tell y'all, the documentary is I don't know. I don't know. Y'all, when people say they don't have control over these shows, I don't know. I don't know. But that was a good little documentary. Um, but I don't want to say I was surprised to see her, but her looks took me away. The girl Danielle, I was the one that she made close. They made close her gap a little bit. Now that she's older and stuff, I was looking at her. I said, "My God, she is beautiful." She was like flawlessly beautiful with her locks and her hair. When she was talking, and you could tell that she was the one that ain't play with Tyra either. Women use sex as control far more often. Mm. Well, you know what? I can't even disagree with you there because I hear some stories, baby. Um, Although what they say you're not supposed to tell your husband no, so I guess you're telling your boyfriend no is a different thing according to this Bible. you know, um, but no, I definitely hear that. They say women use sex as control and men use money, you know. This is why, like, I feel like those conversations, they're always good conversations just to have, but they like will always go in a circle because no one person can take responsibility for the entire species. Um, and then sometimes I've seen when you have conversations like this with the opposite sex, they're not even willing to see it from a woman's perspective or the man's perspective. Usually the women are usually little more open, but yeah, definitely. I think they all use it as control. Monet T said, I think the internet makes mofos feel like it's a one-way situation when two folks agreeing is the only thing that matters. Oh, I like that. That explain that. That's nice. I like that. Because I definitely feel like the internet makes you think that everybody wants everybody to definitely be the same. I was like, oh my goodness. Like everybody looks alike, they dress alike, they walk alike, they talk alike. Like everybody is the same. The mass majority. So shout outs to y'all who can still show up on the internet and truly still be yourself and not what they say fall for the propaganda. No, not a form of punishment, but why, if there is discourse, why engaging in sexual activity? Well, I don't know. That's a good question, y'all. Have y'all ever still engaged in sexual intercourse during a disagreement with your partner? I mean, because really, does it ever get to the point where it's like, I don't like you, I don't want you touching me at all? I get the not right now, let my attitude calm down, something, but straight no. It's like, whoa, is that too much? I don't know. She knew it was wrong while she was doing it, and now with cancel culture, she trying to save face. But you know what? I don't even believe cancel culture exists. I feel like the only person that can cancel you is the Lord Jesus Christ anyway. However, cancel culture is a joke because everybody that they try to say got canceled has went up. Case in point, nobody likes Nicki Minaj right now, and I don't really think she cares. All her streaming has gone up. They wanted to cancel Dave Chappelle for his Netflix show all those few years ago. Ended up being the top number one show on Netflix for forever, and ended up railing in Netflix so much money. Who else? Somebody else got canceled. Who is it? Oh, they were supposed to have been canceling Kanye. Same day they canceled Kanye. Kanye dropped like his clothing line or something, or a shoe or something. Boop. Sales went out of the roof. So I feel like that we need to just get this cancel culture thing out of the atmosphere because there's no such thing. Um, I feel like it's not a cancel culture. I think it's more of a boss being control culture. And when I say that, right? Okay, heavy on that. He said you can't cancel bosses. Okay. And when I say that, right, hear me clearly. When I say that, I'm saying it in the form of if they can't make money from it, if it can't bring in the dollars, then they will cancel you. If that's what you guys call it, you won't see the people anymore. You will hardly see them on anything, and I think that's not a cancel culture thing. I think that's the people who have the power with these networks type of thing, and it may can appear to be a cancellation, but really, if you do something and like case in point, Risa Tisa. Oh my God. A few years ago, Risa Tisa went down as one of the I don't even want to call a name call, but lacking sense women in America of the whole United States. And she got her 15 minutes of fame and got out of there. Prior to this video, prior to her doing her tell all, she was vlogging, trying to figure out how to make money and change her life. You get what I'm saying? So it all set up and became a big thing. She got ultimately what she wanted. Have we heard anything about her? No. Would that be considered canceled? Because a lot of people were going in on her, like, how did this woman not know all of this stuff about this man? But she chose to make herself look crazy for exposure to get rich. She got rich and got gone, you know? But it seems that I think the internet makes things appear to be bigger than what they are. Just like even when you see people in the comments who do nasty things and say nasty things. For instance, the world goes in on Clarissa. We talked about her a couple weeks ago. The world goes in on Clarissa, what she looked like, what she does. But however, there was no seats in her boxing match recently. I think it was like over like 18,000 people or something like that or whatever. I don't know. It had sold out, right? So if you live by this internet and cancel culture, it would definitely make you think people don't rock with you. Meanwhile, people definitely have to rock with you because the girl also got an $8 million deal. So I don't really think that cancel culture is a thing that people should fear. If anything, cancel culture boosts you up because it's all about how you look at it, right? Your perspective. You get engagement. People go look at old clips and stuff that you've posted or things about you. You flooding all the headlines. You stealing everything. Like right now, they don't feel Nicki Minaj. Although I don't think people should ultimately feel a way for other people's political beliefs, but sometimes people can be that connected to people that they don't know that it really bothers them, that people have the right to feel how they feel. But if you were a fan, you would know she was a Republican for years. She's always been a Republican before Trump became president, but that's another story. But Ra Ali, right, is now doing like this little, I don't know if it's like a documentary or something she wants to do. I don't know, for her relevancy, where she has somebody in this video acting as if it's Nicki Minaj while she goes and she's trying to tell her experience in the friendship with Nicki Minaj. So I said all that to say, to the cancel culture thing, Crystal, is it really a thing? Because if you cancel and nobody rock with you, shouldn't nobody not hear you? Here we are, the whole America, I want to say this, the whole Americas is not rocking with this lady, but there are some finding ways and opportunities to get a coin off of her name, to get views off of her name. It's almost like if you don't like somebody, are you going to hang out with them? If you don't like somebody, are you going to watch them? It's almost like cancel culture is, to me, is like the people who in your views, they see all your posts and they just don't comment. They just watch. You know what I mean? I think there are things and ways that people can learn lessons from the things that they do, but I don't think cancel culture is really a thing. I think fear in how the internet spreads everything will make you believe that, oh, if I do this, something drastic is going to happen. Oh, if I do this is. But at the end of the day, nobody really knows what people are doing in their individual lives when they're not on the internet. You know what I mean? So then you have some people who just show up as caricatures on the internet. So I just feel like the cancel culture thing is a joke. They tried to say Jess Hilarious was canceled. Now she on a goddamn Breakfast Club. Like, the cancel culture thing is a joke. I feel like the thing with Corey Holcomb, I don't know if that'll be a cancel thing or more like a Me Too movement, because he was already like having issues with women. They say DJ Academics has been canceled a million times. DJ Academics still making millions off of streams. So it's just very that cancel culture. I think cancel culture is a joke. It's almost like when you die, you become famous. You just everything goes up. Your stock goes up. You know what I mean? So, I think it's all in what you make it. It's all in what you make it be for you, and that's why I feel like cancel culture is just a joke. Cancel culture is not a thing. Cancel culture just lets the big wigs with the money and the power determine if you're going to be pushed, if they're going to pour money and stuff into you. That's what I think cancel culture is. Hey, how can I make money off this person? Candy Cool the Secrets that said some things she ain't had no business saying. Let's see how the people are reacting to it. You have people who are reacting to it in a positive way. You have people who aren't reacting to it in a negative way. And then you have where, oh my God, Candy Cool the Secrets is on everything all over the Americas. 40 million billion people in the world, and freaking 2 or 3 billion is talking about her. Listen, We're not going to cancel her. We're going to use this moment. Next thing you know, goddamn PR management is calling me. Next thing you know, people want to manage me. Next thing you know, people want to just get you in and give you brand deals. And I mean, really, let's look at this thing. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Really. So I think some of the people that we may see that we may not see any longer, I don't think it's a result, because I don't even know who canceled and cancel culture. So I don't even keep up with that type of stuff. But it's a great conversation. Thank you for even bringing that up, Crystal. Shout out to Crystal tonight. Okay. With a great deep conversation. It's a thing because it's almost like when they say don't push the button. And when you push the button, it makes you keep watching it. It makes you keep tuning in. So I don't know. I don't really know anybody who's really been canceled unless they really just don't like you. Oh, okay. I think I do know somebody. But has she as really canceled? I've never been really a big fan of her. Amanda Seales, right? Amanda Seales. Do y'all know Amanda Seales? Hey, Audrey, I was just talking about you earlier. I believe it came out what was in my mind. How do you cancel a millionaire? You can't. And come on now, what Kanye West say when everybody was saying he was broke? He said, I'm 400 million at my brokest. Okay. He 400 million at his brokers. At my brokers, I'm subscription to subscription. $4.99, $2.99. Oh Lord, Apple, what did you just do? Okay. Depending upon what day of the week it is, messing around with Apple, I feel like I'm in a garden of Eden the way they be taking them transactions. Golly. Okay. Corey is bipolar. Corey is bipolar. I don't know too much about him except for he did and had issues with Jess Hilarious. Other than that, I don't know really too many things about him. And that he lied and said he didn't hit some girl, and then there was the video where he punched her in her face. So I think that may have did him in. I feel like what do you in is when they find out you're a liar. And case in point, remember B. Simone? I don't even know if she's canceled, if she's been canceled, or if they just sat her down for a little while. Because she was on Nick Cannon and Wilding Out and all of that, and now she has a podcast and all that stuff. But remember when they found out that she plagiarized that book that she had put out? So I don't really know. And even then, she didn't really fall. Because then she did something else, and then there was something where I don't know if it was her sister, her friend, or her mom, but I know it wasn't her mother, but someone in her family had gotten diagnosed with cancer, and she turned around, made a moment, and shaved her head with that. And then that's when I kept seeing her continue to bloom. So I don't really know. So I'm glad that we're having this conversation, because now we can really see it. Maybe you may have a different perspective on what cancel culture looks like now. It's a group of people easily offended trying to sway others to their viewpoint. Yeah, and it's almost like like I was saying earlier, if we're not all agreeing, then there is a problem. Nobody wants you to think alone. It's almost really like groupthink. Everybody wants you to think like them, be like them, move like them. And if you don't agree with them. So I can say that for me, transparent moment. I love the debate. I can debate and have a conversation and make a mountain into a molehill just for pure entertainment. I have like one of my friends I call and I say, I'm about to be an agitation spirit. I want to pick with you today. And we'll simply just start a conversation on a topic that I know is going to get her going. Not heightened like she want to yell at me, but I love her passion. So I just like to listen and talk to her. But I can do that. And I do that to a lot of people, just in conversation or just, and also too, I'm a cumulative thinker. So when I'm a cumulative thinker, I ask questions and in order to see, that's how my brain processes things to say, oh, and get an understanding, right? But it gets, Crystal, people will get that mixed up with, she just wants she wants somebody to agree with her. So it's like, No, I don't care if you agree with me or not, because my opinion and my viewpoint and my thought is going to stay the same. However, just for conversation purposes and just and giggles, I just thought it would be good fun just to poke fun at it. But that's the thing. I don't like that. That when you know you do think differently, or when you can have a conversation about anything, and then when you do go in depth about conversations and stuff, just to see where people are with their thought process, you get labeled as wanting everybody to agree with you. I don't even like that for me. You said it. They know how to emotionally control the consumers, and people eat that shit up right up. They do. That's really, to me, that's really all the cancel culture is. If they listen, if they can't make a coin off of it, baby, listen. You see how they had the whole America's um in an uproar behind TikTok? Listen. And at the time, well, even still now, I was getting some money on TikTok, but it didn't make me feel like, oh, let me go and save all myself. I'm going to save all my content. Let me go ahead and do this. Let me go there. I need to go on this. Let me just keep pushing all the content out before they cancel the app. Let me do da. I was just like, okay, you know what I mean? Because there are a lot of people who are on the internet who have businesses and who are made, personalities, and they may have a social skill issue. That ain't my problem. The internet stopped today, tomorrow. I'm already outside at the bar. My friends will tell you I'm talking to strangers at the bar. A couple of the reels, reviews, I'm sharing food with complete strangers. I mean, I feel like that the internet crashing will only hurt people who don't have no social skills outside of the internet. You like Amanda. So I don't know. Amanda Seales, I feel like they were trying to give Amanda Seales her moment when she went on Shannon Sharp, and then she just ruined it. That's how I feel about Amanda Seales. Amanda Seales was supposed to have been what they started picking with her, saying she diagnosed herself with having ADHD or something. And when the comedian, I forget the white comedian, is it Tracy Owens or something, who had the black kids or black wife or something, when he actually went on there with Shannon Sharp, he like joked her the entire interview. It was hilarious. Like, it was just hilarious. Y'all gotta go watch it. So I was like, girl, you done went on this man's show when they done made a mockery out of you. But Amanda Seales, I feel like you could tell she's very smart, she's very educated, but she plays the victim. Amanda Seales is always a victim, and I can't stand somebody who is always a victim. And when she went on Shannon Sharp, and I got to listen and really like observe and see her, that's when I was like, yeah, I know. What Simon say, it's gonna be a no for me. I can't get into that because all I kept hearing was victim, 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 victim. She's very smart, but she had no accountability in anything. Do I think that Lisa, not Lisa Ray, the girl, I don't know their names, but the one who did Insecure, do I think that she probably did play a part? And would that girl have shown up at a party if she wasn't invited? Absolutely not. I don't believe she would have did that. Do I think that she's been bumped up against and done wrong? Absolutely. But I also think that there's a lot that she has done that she does not take accountability for. Monique said Drake was definitely affected by cancel culture, but matters whether you roll the dice or not. I don't think Drake was affected by it. I flag. Let's get into this. Flag on the play. Now I didn't keep up with it, so maybe somebody out there might have more, whatever than me. I don't think Drake was affected by cancel culture. I don't. I think it goes back to what Andre say. How do you cancel a millionaire? Y'all tell me. I don't think Drake was affected by cancel culture. I just think I don't think that, because his music still streamed. And am I not looking at it the right way? So I need somebody like explain to me cancel culture then. I need to know, because like I was saying earlier, I think cancel culture is just when you just can't do anything. Like nothing is moving, nothing is doing anything. Like the boy was still on tour, you know, all of that stuff. Like there were clips of the show going around. However, they did kind of stop. Like I said, the machines did kind of stop maybe pushing him, but he still was doing what he does. Just like Chris Brown. They never canceled Chris Brown. Even though people have this conversation like, oh well, I think Chris Brown will be a lot further if that situation with Rihanna didn't happen. I don't know, because to me he's far. I see it from the aspect of Chris Brown still has been successful, can make a 40 record album. People listen to every song. He got songs from albums on 2019 that went back re-viral, and he made a freaking music video about it. Maybe what, 2-3 years after the song had already came out, and that video went viral, and then it ended up becoming one of like his hottest records on one of his tours. So I think that we had like, I really wish they had like the curriculum to determine what it looks like when you're canceled. He still moves on. Chris Brown still outsold on his tours. He was still making music. He was still being featured. He was still doing everything. He soared. He soared. It's almost like when they say you got to take a fall before the evolution. I don't know. I just think, I don't know. Amanda Seales is still making money and taking her interviews. That's good. And that's what I'm saying, because I didn't even know that. But that's why I say I think it goes back to, the powers that be, whoever they may be, pushing and seeing what they could do. How can we get money out of this exchange? What can we get Amanda to do? But Amanda had turned everybody off from her, that it was like, okay, so now we got to go over here. Just like they can't stand, Nicki Minaj. Oh, she's doing this, all of this, but nothing. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. Black media, all the black outlets, black media have dog walked her since before Trump, since 2016, since before that, even on her journey of her coming up. And now people feel away because she's over there as what they like to label now white media, and white media is embracing her and doing whatever. People feel away about that. I was having this conversation earlier. Once you aren't true to yourself, you have already lost. Exactly. I was having this conversation earlier when it regards to Clarissa Shields. I was on the phone and they was like, I just wish when she has her wig on, I like her. When she doesn't, it's just like, keep her wig on. And I was like, but she looks like what we look like with cornrows and braids and stuff for wigs and things like that. And I was like, I said, well, it's funny that they got mad at her when she went on TikTok Live and said that Black women are the worst, and that Black women in the Black culture is the worst because they're not. She said every nasty, rude comment that she gets and that she sees and that she scrolls, she was like, it's from Black people who look like her. And I was like, so I was saying, having that conversation, and I just was like, yo, we definitely can be very, very hard on each other. You know what I mean? For no reason. And then want to talk about unity. I just can't take it. B. Simone was a millionaire before that book. She don't care. Yeah, see, I don't know. I didn't really know anything about it, but they saying that now she's been like having little issues with trying to stay relevant and things like that. I'm not sure. I love Amanda, but she could change a few things. Yeah, like she's really good. Yes, it was Issa Rae. Issa Rae. And from a little bit of it too, like Issa Rae little attitude kind of changed a little bit too. I didn't follow Issa Rae like whole career journey, but when she discussed that whole situation and stuff, like, girl, you know that you was friends with that girl that was that publicist or whoever she was, and basically she was stuck in the middle. The little producing lady or whoever it was, and Amanda Seales was having issues. Amanda Seales was on set wanting to file EEOC complaints, and we talked about that. Y'all remember that? Last month, with the employees who mind their business when people being mistreated, and the employees that's going to go along and get along, and an employee that's going to have the repercussions. And she just happens to be the employee that had the repercussions. So I feel like that's what they call it, a slippery slope. Is it because of where you see him from where he sees where he could have been himself? I don't know. I just think that everything is like on a different level. And I'll let y'all know once I get there. because I just always go back to um Kanye West. When they say when Kanye West did his interview, and I was like, yo, Kanye, talk your talk. When Kanye said, I'm 400 million at my brokest. Y'all are saying I'm canceled. Y'all are saying this. Y'all saying I'm broke. I'm 400 million at my brokest. And then some of the things came out that some of the things that he did was because he was trying to get out of some deals and some contracts. So I don't know. I always feel like that there's a method to the madness with these celebrities. And then to a degree, I think they all be working together. You know what I mean? I really do. That's crazy. Clarissa or any other celebrity is no different than a regular person. She wake up and look the same way y'all look when y'all wake up. Yeah, definitely. And that's what I was telling them earlier. I was like, yo, Clarissa look like yo, nobody's waking up every day looking like Beyonce. Every day you're not waking up to a beat face. Um, jewelry and you just go to sleep with all this stuff. We're not doing that. We're not going to do that. But I do feel that society and culture, like people don't want you to feel good about yourself. They want you to feel bad for bragging on yourself, your skills, your talents. There is a thing of being humble. People will say what's going on with you, but clearly God see otherwise because damn, the girl is blossoming, she's blooming, even with everybody. And I think we forget that everybody is human and we all have our own path and we all have our own lessons to learn. Look at how they do poor Krishan. Lord, you can look at her whole family and see that the girl ain't come from the best thing, but she not afraid to let y'all see her grow out loud. Where most people hide in the closet and deny what they do. I had a conversation the other day where I said, well, damn, with family, who needs enemies? Because even family will teach you the first rules of life. Family will reject you. Family will talk about you. Family even hurt, molest, and do things to you. Family steal from you. Family lie to you. Family won't accept you if you're not doing what they see fit you should do. And then you grow up and you walking around in a society where now you stay in relationships that you shouldn't be in. Then you end up dealing with things longer than what you should have. Then you grow up with low self-esteem. Then you grow up maybe being promiscuous because you don't feel like you're worthy, you're good enough. So now you sleeping around with every Tom, Dick, and Harry, or you get with somebody and you love them and you push them away and you don't understand why you push them away because you really want them, but your family pushed you away. So I just feel like that, damn, with family, who needs enemies? You know what I'm saying? Family teaches us some of the most valuable lessons in life, in the things that we go through in life. And it just affects everybody differently. You may not be that way with your family and friends, or you may not be that way with your kids, or you may not deal with your family at all. You may have Thanksgiving at your house and you don't give a damn if Aunt Ruby that made the best macaroni and cheese or not. How some people got it where they don't even come to funerals. You know what I mean? Look at Mommy Dearest and all of them. They passed away and left everything to their animals, not their family, not their children. So um it's just sad, you know. And then you go out here and next thing you know, your validation is in a comment from a stranger. Like, let's be for real, just using this as an example. Humble has checked out, just as an example. Monty T, I don't know Monty T, but somebody somewhere will allow what Monty T is saying to them to affect them. I don't know Alexis, I don't know CJ. But somebody somewhere, from whichever background you may have, your comment and what you say can make or break them. So I feel like family are the ones who break you down the most mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and then try to build you up at the same time with apologies or say they don't mean things. And then next thing you know, you in a relationship with somebody that keep breaking your heart, taking it out, stepping on it, putting it in the dumpster, and now the dog is chewing it somewhere right now. And yet the same family want to judge you and look at you like you crazy, trying to figure out why you ain't left this woman or why you can't leave this man. Well, hello, that's because y'all talked to me and treated me like crap and then apologize. So it's wrong if he doing it. And then you know what we like to say, especially in the black community, that's different. It's not. It's not. So sometimes it's like, what Rihanna say, suck my cockiness, lick my persuasion. Okay? Speaking out and bragging on yourself only gonna bother people who can't do it. It's only gonna bother people who aren't doing it. Listen, because you can be humble. You can be humble. I'm very humble. But every now and then I talk my talk. But I talk my talk with my friends. Sometimes it's sprues on the internet. Sometimes. But at the same time, we'll have people telling us, accept you, be bold, walk into who you are, own it, but not too much. What? Even God says, let your light shine like a light on a hill and don't dim it at all. That is actually in the Bible. So it's like, well, y'all, it's a conflict of interest somewhere. And then when you do that, and I'm speaking to Clarissa, right? Because I really believe it's the fact that she's a woman. And you know what? I ain't gonna go there. I'm not gonna be that one. I'm not gonna be that person. I was gonna be that person for y'all, but I ain't gonna be that person. I'm gonna just stick to the fact that I think it's because she speaks with confidence and she knows who she is and she knows how good she is at what she does. If Clarissa was a man, this wouldn't even be a problem. Muhammad Ali did it for years. 50 Cent is the biggest troll. He has talked about Jay-Z, Diddy. He has talked about everybody, how they not right, how they corrupt, everybody. Oh, they drags 50 too. But people find it more funny and it's digested better from 50. Nikki do the same shit 50 do. She better, she crazy. She need a better circle of people around her. She need to get herself like you. That's I don't know why it's like that, but it's like that. I don't know why it's like that, but it's like that. She does the same thing. 50 don't speak on politics, but he said he won't. But he definitely said he loved Trump because Trump keeping money in his pocket. All of them. Snoop, Boosie, Sexy Red, all of them. But they keep dragging it with Nicki Minaj. And so here's the thing that I say too. I said, damn, it goes back to what Crystal said about cancel culture. If cancel culture looks like every blog is talking about you, your streams are going up. The same day she did a speech, right? The same day she did a speech with that Clark, what are they? I don't know that lady, that man wife. Everybody was saying cancel her. It's the same day, like 4 of her old records were streaming number one and her streams shot up. So what? And she don't have bots. She literally have fans. So it's like, come on, y'all, with this cancel culture and stuff. No, it's just the fact that she's saying it. She's bold and she's saying how she feel, and we all know when you let people in, depending upon what you let them in on, they'll judge you. There's some things that you could say to somebody right now, and you could think like it's nothing, and they judging you based upon what you said. And that's why people don't like to what? Show you who they are and be themselves. So it's very, very, very important that you have to know who you are at home by yourself, because the world will chew you up and spit you out. But when family is also chewing you up and spit you out, my God, could you imagine what that'll look like? Britney damn Spears, Orlando Brown. You know what I mean? This might be a little too deep for y'all. I might have went left, but But it's the truth. And anything can happen to anybody. I think that when things happen with people that we see in the limelight, you gotta pay attention and take a lesson and get something out of it, right? Because it goes back to what Andre said. How can you cancel a millionaire? It also goes back to what God say. What they say when God, if God be for you, who can be against you? If everybody is saying crucify you, he don't see you like that. These people can't tell you how they see you. I say all the time, God is not coming to neither one of y'all before he decided to take you or your loved one and ask you what you think and where they should go and how should they do it. And this is why it's important to live your life the best way that you can, the best way you know how. Um, you only get one. You only get one. Stop procrastinating and saying what you want to do, what you will do, what you might do. Just do it. Because there's gonna come a time where you can't do it. You can't live forever. It's never too late. Well, I think Yo was like 40 something years old that discovered when he invented McDonald's. You ain't too old. So it just seems like that there's a contradiction that's always um going around, but it it sucks when you don't have a safe space to fall on. But even still, you know he's going to build you up, give you some character, give you some discipline, and if anything, it's going to show you how not to treat people, how not to be. And I think that's really all it boiled down to. Some people opinions hold weight with other people, they internalize it. Yeah. And we internalize everything because it's like I don't care what anybody thinks of me. Let me make that clear. Because this is important. I don't if I cared about what everybody thought about me, I'd have jumped out a window many moons ago. I wouldn't even have made it through puberty. Because I was dark skinned. Still am. But the way they used to talk about us dark skinned people back in the day. But I say that to say, you're right. There are some people that you may let in your circle where it's like, come on, yo. You think that of me? You think that bothers me that you don't know my character. That bothers me. And then sometimes I think if you're able to have those uncomfortable conversations, sometimes you can see things, go through things, and have a conversation with somebody and really sit and be like, yo, maybe it's me. Because we're famous for pushing our stuff on other people and we don't even know it. So yeah, I do think, some people's opinions. But the other thing too is, to me too, Andre, it gets to a point. It depends on what the opinion is about. Because if you're not doing nothing with yourself, you can't tell me what to do with myself. You're not doing nothing with yourself, but you want to tell me what to do with myself. That's the wrong kind of self. Sound like you focused on the wrong self. One of us is focused on the wrong self. But that's why you have to be wise and use discernment and intuition and wisdom, and know who to take things from and who to drop and leave it where it is. And it is a constant battle already when you're dealing with the burdens and the trauma from childhood, adulthood, your own life choices, the mistakes you've made, the things you've overcome, paying bills, being a parent, being a friend, being an employee, being a supervisor. Hell, just living, being a human being is hard enough. Then you have some people who go to work every day. I just came here to do my job. I don't say nothing. I don't complain about nothing. I don't care what's going on. This, that, and the third. Shoot, I have been there. Just get in and get out. And sometimes you're taking it out on the customers. So it's a slippery slope out here. And then when Mr. John kind of working, he didn't pow the whole building. Everybody like, oh my God, he lost his mind. He was crazy. I knew he was crazy. I didn't, but you kept messing with him. Well, then you got that one was like, no, He was going through a lot. He had talked to me because they always talk to somebody. He was dealing with this, and then when I think people say, "Oh my goodness," for instance, people could be saying, "Oh, I need a coin. I need some money. I'm hungry." They ask you, you saying, "No, no, 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 no." Just in on Channel 5, there was an African American woman. People say she came into the Royal Farms locked and loaded, demanding money from the employees and out of the drawer. You get what I'm saying? First thing people say is, I wish she'd have asked me. But you told her no. Or you told him no. I'm 20 minutes away from starting the OnlyFans. You know what I mean? Then it'd be, you don't gotta do that. So it's just things like that. Like we are all one split decision away from maybe not making the best decision sometimes, for doing things that people could judge and look at crazy. And it's like, yo, instead of judging these people, won't you help them? But I think that people don't like it when you know who you are. And I know who I am. And I am continuing to grow into her every day. I learn something new about myself every day, and continuing to learn to stand in who I am boldly and proudly and even more grounded than before. And I know that that's going to bother some people. Some may say it's cocky, some may say it's arrogant, but baby, when God tell you show up and shine, that's what you gonna do. What that thing say? When God give you the ball, make sure you ball. Okay? Cause baby, listen. What they say, I done paved the way in poverty long enough. Come on now. Let me see your church fingers up if we touch and agree, okay? No matter what, most people get a clue if what's happening, whether you really take that in or not, is left to the individual. Yeah, yeah. Like, come on, y'all. When Krishan had that baby and that baby was about to fall out of that harness, I ain't never liked them harness for children. Ain't nobody come and tell her and try to correct her and help her put the baby in it properly. The people was choosing to pull out their damn camera and record. Hit the record button. Come on, that's the world we live in. You could be looking at somebody get beat up right now while you driving down the street. You ain't gonna stop. You gonna be like, Lord, I hope somebody, maybe you gonna say, I hope somebody call the police. Whole time you could be the somebody that called the police. Come on now. Because you know if I say it, I am. So it's just things like that. What we say, we are too desensitized and we have accepted so many things as normalcy. Come on now. And I'm loving it because I've been seeing all this stuff where everybody's been on like over the internet and just talking about God and doing all this other stuff. And I'm truly loving the difference in the atmosphere, um, because you see negativity and violence and hatred spread all day. And the minute you start spreading some stuff about what you believe or just the goodness of the Lord, people want to look at you like you crazy. So it's definitely a shift in the atmosphere, but this is truly the year of standing firm. But I don't know what that look like because I'm tired. But you gotta do it anyway. Do it tired. Do it hurting. Do it crazy. Do it hungry. You gotta do it because you deserve to keep showing up for you, no matter what it is. If you don't like something in your life, change it. I saw this post. I think I reposted it earlier, or I sent it to my daughter or something. And it was like, if you don't like what you're doing, change, move. You are not a tree. You are not stuck. If you think you can't do something, then 9 times out of 10 you can't do it. You're not gonna be able to do it because that's what you're telling yourself. So I think that we have more power than we think, than we give ourselves credit for. Um, and I think that instead of talking negative to ourselves and saying what we can't do, I think we should start saying what we can do. I've been saying this a little more lately. What if it all works out? Instead of what if I can't? What if it don't? But what if it all works out? And even just changing the saying and the trajectory of that makes you feel better, makes me feel better. It's like, what if it all works out? And that's just what I've been saying to myself every day. Even when I was on my birthday tour and I met this guy in New York, he worked at the hotel and we were talking, we all exchanged conversation. It was great. And I said, I wake up every day and I say, I believe something wonderful is going to happen today. He said, I'm going to use that. I was like, yeah, you got to. I'm sitting in the lobby till 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning having a conversation about the Lord. Yes, I was. And I love that just because nothing is coincidental and you never know who needs it, what's going on, and what a conversation is. And I just moved with the conversation. And 2 hours after that, I went upstairs at like 5 o'clock in the morning. 2 hours later, I was getting back up because I had stuff to do. I had stuff to do. And I knew I had to do it before I did it. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thoroughly loved it. And it was for my birthday. So um life is meant to be lived. What Drake, you look, we brought up Drake, what Drake say? Everybody dies, but not everybody lives. And then, as like a surprise for my birthday, I didn't even know. I went to church on Sunday. My nephew, y'all know Nugget preached on Sunday. And to my surprise, my daughter got baptized. Yes, she did. My daughter got baptized on Sunday. And I was crying like a baby. But it was just so amazing to see because I didn't know. She didn't tell me. And she was like, hey, I wanted to surprise you. And I was like, oh, wow. Like not thank you, but I'm just sharing that in that moment because there's been so many things y'all I'll be over here praying for. I've been praying, 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 praying. Y'all know. What Jibba to say, I be out here living life on vibes and faith payments, okay? Um, and I have been praying, praying, praying for that. And I wanted that, not her to be baptized, but I just wanted her to develop her own relationship with him. I wanted him to reveal and show himself to her and stuff like that. And I have been praying that for forever. I've been praying, praying, praying. So the fact that she surprised me, yo, that was like one of the that not was like, but that was the best gift and birthday surprise ever. Um, just being able to witness and see her growth and see her trying. That even if she falls, she can fall on me. Um, and I am grateful that even though there are a lot of things that I've prayed for and that I continue to pray for that have not manifested yet, or as I say, my spirit has not caught up to it yet because it's there. I'm forever grateful that he did that. He allowed me to even see that. And to just keep her going and just seeing how she's been changing. And she's young, but how she's been gradually implementing new habits. And she's also been inspiring me here as of late. So, and giving me motivation and keeping me inspired. So, I'm excited about that. Um, but y'all, this is what life is about. Helping each other grow, being there for one another. Maybe if you didn't do it today, tomorrow, wake up and do something kind for somebody. Whatever that may be. Whether it may be holding a door, maybe it may be paying for somebody's lunch. Maybe it may be saying, hey, you look nice today. Hey, maybe it may be saying, hey, you'll be okay today. Maybe it may be talking and calling somebody saying, do you need anything? And don't be like the meme that say, when I say, do you need anything? I'm talking about a prayer, not money. But do that tomorrow. Tomorrow, I challenge you to be kind with whatever that look like. Not be kind because you ain't cuss somebody out, but genuinely, truly be kind. Pay it forward tomorrow with whatever that may look like. Try not to complain at all tomorrow, just for a day. Can you not complain for a day? Can you be positive for a day? Can you just try thinking and try not to touch your phone as soon as you wake up tomorrow? Try not to touch your phone as soon as you open your eyes. See what it would look like to not answer your phone or touch your phone when you wake up and just start your morning. You can touch it after you get out the shower. If you really got discipline, don't touch it till you get in the car. And you would be amazed at all the beautiful things that you miss and the things you see and what God says to you during that moment. So yeah. And before I get out of here, y'all, let me show y'all my surprise. I have my crochet luxury handbag and it's pink. Ooh, 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 ooh. Y'all, I'm so excited um for this bag. You guys, this bag came and it smells so good. It smells so good. I'm super excited. Story behind this bag. I'm super excited. Congratulations to you, daughter. Thank you. Thank you so much. Um, I'm super excited and overly grateful that um Kristen Casey is just yarn gifted me this bag. Yes, yes, yes. I um I'm in love. Y'all gonna be seeing this bag everywhere, okay? I am in love. I have like an unboxing coming soon. Um, and there's a story behind this bag, but I'd rather share it maybe another day. I don't know. But this bag, she is a luxury bag designer, and these are her crochet bags. And she did all of this by hand, and I can just feel the love in it. And I'm truly, truly appreciative of this bag. And you guys remember when she did the show and she said that you don't necessarily need the lining in it because nothing will fall out. And we saw it, but we really couldn't really see a whole lot. But look, she wasn't lying. The quality online does nothing for the quality in person. So now I'm like, oh, now I see why you said you don't need a lining. And I am just super grateful. Um, I'm gonna share it with y'all because we family. But it was the message that she sent me that had me like, oh my goodness. So within her message when she sent it to me, she said she wanted to gift this to me. And she listen. I love a person who listens and pays attention to detail. She said, I remember you saying that your favorite color was pink. I love somebody who listen. I don't know what it is. It don't matter what sex you are. It don't mean I want you. It don't mean I like you. But I love a person that pay attention. You pay attention to me, baby. Listen. And she said, I remember you saying your favorite color was pink. And she said, and I wanted to gift you this purse for seeing me and my talent. And I was like, over the last couple of days, and mainly today, I had to ponder on that because I listen to God, how God talks to me. Like I know how he speaks to me. And thank you, girl. Yes, the purse is so cute. And I'm excited. This is my first of many because I have been wanting her collection so bad ever since I found her. And I was like, this bag is so cute. But it was the fact that here it is. I don't want to say little old me, but little big me. I don't have the largest platform. I'm trying. I'm growing. This all look. This all I got, Ike. Sometimes I get donations. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes the clients are consistent, sometimes they're not. Um, and sometimes the views are up and sometimes they're not. But the fact that God has given me a gift and a skill to be able to see people and recognize talent with a plethora of other things he's given me. But the fact that little old candy coated secrets, I don't get the most engagement. Some people see my stuff and keep on scrolling. Some people see it and don't even share it, um, don't engage in it. And that's okay. And I'm saying all that to say that even still, there was somebody out there who was appreciative that I saw them, little old me, that I saw them and recognized them in their talent and their skills, that they wanted to give me something as a thank you. And I always used to say, because I've had brands that I work with, and God revealed this to me too in due timing. But I always say that, we want the brand deals and we want this and we want that and we go to this. And God showed me today, because this is not the first thing, we got Renew You Body Butter up here. We got so many other things that I've done. Uncle Steve Mumbo Sauce when I was sponsoring and they were sponsoring me, and I'm doing Uncle Steve Mumbo Sauce, which is in all the stores. I keep seeing it. Shout out to Uncle Steve. Um, and then now we have Kristen. It's just yarn. Then we had Back to Royalty. My wine glasses is in the other place, but she also gifted me a whole bunch of her stuff. Oh, she actually did my cup that's in the music video, my Miss Vibrations cup. But the fact that these people like feel excitement and joy from little old me, you know. And I say that with that I had to say to myself earlier, you do have brand deals, more brand deals. You are connected to brands. And although they may not be huge brands yet, they are brands because they mean something to me. Louis Vuitton ain't thinking about gifting me a goddamn thing, okay? Fendi ain't gifting me nothing yet, anyway. But I say all that to say that I've been in this whole season of only really wanting to pour into people who look like me, and who don't look like me, that are trying and that are doing something, and that if I could, my little $5, $10 can help them invest and continue to be great, cool. But when people give you stuff, she explained this takes a week to make. She talked about it on the show. If y'all missed it, go back and watch it. It takes about a week or so to make this, not by factory, but by hand. So the fact that she even felt like, and God even placed it on her heart that she wanted to give me anything. And who would have known? Like, I just got it today, but who would have known it would have also been in the month of February, which is my birthday? So I guess I said that to say it doesn't matter how small you are, how many inquiries you get or you don't. What's your dream look like? What do you do? Who's supporting you? Who not? Like, God will always send somebody along your journey to say, I see you and I'm with you, you know? And that's what he did in that moment. Because I have my moments, just like with anybody. Like, this is my full-time income. Baby, I don't know how anything getting paid, but hey, 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 hey. Okay, he doing it, you know. Um, Especially when and really when it's a shift of what you're used to, but he doing it. And um I don't mind sharing. But just the fact that I'm able to still enjoy life, I'm still able to go places. And he always sends little nuggets to say, Don't give up. Don't stop. I got you. Keep on going. Just hold on a little longer. Just a little longer. But I'd be like, nigga, how much longer is it gonna be? But ultimately, y'all stay stay inspired, stay encouraged, and fight for yourself. Cause your little brand, your little business, or your little idea, your little friendship, or whatever it is that it may be that's good with you, yo, like he sees it and he will have other people see it and recognize it. And I truly love being, connected to the little people that nobody sees or that people overlook. So for somebody to say, thank you, Candace, for seeing me, I have to thank the Lord because if it wasn't for him giving me this idea and giving me the vision for Candy Coated Secrets, I wouldn't see nobody. So I don't know. But stay encouraged, stay inspired, keep doing a job. If you're the best employee at your job and nobody saying thank you, God see you. He's saying thank you. Do the best you can do with any job that you have. Because you're not working for them people. You're really working for the kingdom. But always put your best foot forward. And yes, it does feel good sometimes to get the acknowledgement and the praise from the people here on earth. Some will cheer and some won't. But how he sees us and how he sees you is what matter most. Really. Don't let this world turn you cold. Don't let a heartbreak turn you cold. Don't let family, friends, any mishaps. Just pray, keep going, and surround yourself around the right people. And if you don't have nobody that you can go to say pray for you, you need to really evaluate your circle, child. But you got to you get somebody that'll pray for you where the prayer can go higher than the ceiling. See, I'm at that point now. My prayers go higher than the ceiling now. I used to tell my cousin, girl, you got to pray because listen, my prayer ain't going no higher than that doorknob. Okay, I need you to get Jesus on the main line. But keep going. When one of us win, we truly all win. We are one people, one man, one mind, one body, one sound, one love. We truly are. And you never forget who's there. So us, y'all, our little platform, we doing some big things out here. We're little platform, but we're making a huge impact. How about that? And I enjoyed talking to you guys tonight. Thank you for tuning in tonight. I hope you guys had a great time. 2026, March is on the way. I will be seeing you guys in March. Make sure you share the show, share the content. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, send some hearts. Thank you for the hearts. You can thank you for TikTok. I don't know, something I said. TikTok done just suspended me till Saturday, whatever. But thank you for those who was on TikTok that came straight on over here. They came straight on over here to Facebook. So I appreciate you guys because now I'm starting to see you guys are following me from platform. Platform when one doesn't work. I truly appreciate that. And for any of your donations that you send, I truly appreciate that as well. Don't forget to go to the website, sign up in case there's something that you want to participate in the future. You get your points. Get your points. You can have them to use when you head over to candycoatedseekers.com and signed up. And thank you guys. And thank you to all the Patreon members. Listen, y'all have come through. I know I have so much stuff that I need to post over there. I know I'm slacking, but I just want to say thank you because y'all Patreon has helped me so many times within the way things went last year. So I appreciate all of you guys that has contributed and continue to faithfully contribute over there. I truly do. Thank you for you guys who continue to be consistent with any of the things that you subscribe to of mine when I'm inconsistent or trying to find a consistent to be consistent. I appreciate that. It adds up, it helps, it makes a difference, and you are truly appreciated. So continue to be great, continue to be amazing. Wake up tomorrow with joy in your heart, claim your day, and have a great day on purpose. And I will see you guys